Look at the fourth question. 10% of voters did not cast their votes in an election between two candidates. 10% of the votes polled were found to be invalid. The successful candidate got 54% of valid votes and won by majority of 1,620 votes. The number of voters enrolled on the voters list was. 4 choices are given. At first try yourself. Okay, look at the solution. We are given that 10% of voters did not cast their vote. Therefore, 90% of the total voters actually polled. Out of votes polled, 10% of found it to be invalid. Therefore, 90% of the polled votes were valid vote. We assume that the total number of vote is X. Then valid vote is equal to 90% of X. The successful candidate got 54% of the valid vote. Hence, the other candidate got 46%. Difference in their vote share is 8%. This 8% valid votes equal to the majority of 1,620 votes. So, we using a one-line method, the total votes 90%, 8% equal to 1,620. Therefore, X is equal to 25,000. A is the correct choice. Look at the fifth question. Bhavana decided to donate 12% of her salary to an orphanage. On the day of donation, she changed her mind and donated rupees 2,400, which was 125% of the amount she had originally decided to donate. What is Bhavana's salary? 4 choices are given. At first try yourself. Okay, look at the solution. Here, Bhavana initially decided to donate 12% of her salary to an orphanage. Then we assume that her total salary is Y. Therefore, the amount she originally planned to donate is 12% of Y. But on the day of donation, she changed her mind and donated rupees 2,400. This amount is 125% of the amount she had originally planned to donate. Her planning is 12% of Y, but the 2,400 is 125% of 12% of Y. Therefore, we can write Y into 12 by 100 into 125 by 100 is equal to 2,400. By solving this, we get Y is equal to 16,000. Therefore, D is the correct choice. Look at the sixth question. A shopkeeper purchased 200 bulbs for rupees 10 each. However, 5 bulbs were fused and had to be thrown away. The remaining 195 bulbs were sold at rupees 12 each. What is the percentage of profit? 4 choices are given. At first try yourself. Okay, look at the answer. Here, a shopkeeper purchased 200 bulbs, each of cost 10. Therefore, the total cost of price is equal to 200 into 10, that's equal to 2000. Out of these 5 bulbs were fused and had to thrown away. Therefore, the total number of bulbs sold is 195. Therefore, total selling price is equal to 195 into 12. That is equal to 2,340. Therefore, the profit amount is 2,340 minus 2,000. That's equal to 340. The profit percentage is equal to 340 divided by 2000 into 100, that's equal to 17%. B is the correct choice.